Alright, hey everybody. I just wanted to get some out there about the game on a, Sunday. Again, sorry I'm not making videos as much as I would like to. I think things are going to slow down a little bit now, so I should be able to at least do the normal videos that I usually do on a consistent basis, so hopefully that will start going. And, yeah, I'm going to try and start making at least pre-game and post-game and prediction videos and all that stuff, so hopefully I get back on that. And yeah, I didn't get any pregame prediction stuff this weekend, so yeah. 27-20, Seattle wins. It was a fun game. It was intense. It came down to the last couple of seconds, and we came out with it, which is awesome. But watching this game actually frustrated me. I went back and watched highlights of it, and it was tough. I mean, usually whenever we win a game, I love going back and watching highlights of the game on the internet, but it was tough because I thought about all the things that we left on the field out there, and I know it kind of balanced itself out. But when you look at it, you had Deion Branch fumbling at the one, and that drove me crazy. I was pissed off after that happened because nobody really did anything wrong. It's just something that unfortunately happened. And I couldn't really get mad at anyone because nobody did anything really wrong. I don't know what you can say about that. Um, you had Matt Hasselbeck throwing a interception in the end zone, which dumb throw. We just had a big punt return, and he decides he's going to go for it all. And throwing up a jump ball to Mike Williams is a great idea and everything, but you got to put it in a place where he can go get it, and that throw was just not good. You had, at the end of the half, we were trying to get off, we had gotten the ball down inside the 5. We had time for one more play, no timeouts, and we ran a quarterback draw with our, white ass 35-year-old quarterback, and we couldn't even get the field goal out of it before time ran out. So yeah, all that stuff really made me mad. And then you had Earl Thomas's first interception. He brought it back to like the 15, and for us not to get a touchdown on that possession is, I don't have a problem with field goals usually, but that was ridiculous. That was infuriating because we had the ball right there. All we had to do was move 15 yards. Sorry. And it was ours, and we didn't do it. And that drove me crazy too because at the end of the day, we really had the opportunity for me to really feel good about this team. If we had put up 40 or, 45 on this team, like we really could have, if you break all of that down, we really could have done all that. I would be feeling really good about this team, but as it stands, I just feel all right. We won. We're 2-1. We have a winning record. Have a chance to go into the bye at 3-1, with a solid lead in the division. But as of right now, I can't say I feel great. Like I feel like I should, but I saw the same problems with this team. And I don't want to concentrate on all the negative because we did win. But the positives were we forced a lot of turnovers. We forced fumbles. We got picks. I love you, Earl Thomas. You're one of my favorite players on this team already. Keep doing what you're doing. Made the game-sealing pick. Made a game-changing pick. I love everything you're doing, Earl Thomas. What else? What else? Defensively and on special teams, actually, we forced some turnovers. I think we ended up with 5, 6 if you include the fourth down stop. And I thought we did an okay job against the run. Obviously, the special teams were great. I mean, we forced a fumble on special teams. Golden Tate had the big punt return. And, of course, Leon Washington. Thank you, New York. Enjoy your 5th round or 4th round pick or whatever the hell it was. I don't care. Because Leon Washington was worth everything we gave him. And he showed why. I mean, every time he got the ball on a kickoff, I expected him to take it back because not only did he have 200-yard kick returns, he almost had a third. He fell down. He really could have had a third very easily if he didn't fall down. So he was a monster. Definite player of the game. It's not even close. I'm sorry. God, I'm just a little still tired. Also, what else? We did move the ball. But that's, a positive and a negative because while we were able to move the ball, couldn't punch it in as much as I would have liked. Two of our touchdowns were on kick returns, meaning the offense doesn't have to come on the field to punch it in. Which is lucky because if Leon Washington had gotten tackled at like the 20-yard line, maybe we get field goals instead of touchdowns. And that's the one thing that's kind of frustrating me about this team right now. We keep settling for field goals. I know a lot of teams in the league have this problem, and I don't want to make it sound like we're the only ones that do, but it does frustrate me that, we got a really good tight end. We have some big wide receivers. So really, we should be able to punch the ball in the end zone more often than we did on Sunday. And I don't want to say it's necessarily a problem with the team yet, because the first two games we were punching it in somewhat, especially against the Niners. But it's looking more and more like the Niners are just one of the worst teams in the league, and that's nothing to brag about. So, with that said, I have to say that Matt is starting to drive me a little crazy. I'm not mad at him yet because, like I said, I'm not going to get mad at him this year because it doesn't really matter because he's not going to be here next year. I'm pretty positive at this point. So it doesn't really matter. But throwing, 2-yard passes on 3rd and 7, not hitting his spots. He threw a bad pick today. He almost had another one in the end zone. So that was almost 2 picks in the end zone. He's missing his targets on some plays. On some plays, he's great. Sometimes he's there. Sometimes he isn't. We still can't really run the ball. I mean, I guess we did okay, but I wasn't too thrilled with the way we ran the ball. It wasn't unexpected, but we still can't. Our defense was looking great for part of the game. We got a lot of pressure on Rivers. I thought the secondary was playing good until Marcus Trufant and Aaron Curry got hurt and left the game. And then after that, it was like practice out there for the Chargers. And, I know Trufant's our best cornerback. I know Aaron Curry gets pressure on the quarterback, but, that's not okay. I mean, he was just hitting Gates, who had nobody within 5 yards of him. He was hitting Malcolm Floyd wide open across the middle. I mean, throughout the second half of that game, Rivers was doing everything he wanted, and then they would get down in the red zone and they would blow it. I think, the field gets smaller down there, so we don't have to leave people open because we don't have faith in our cover guys so much. But still, I have to say, I'm getting kind of frustrated at the way this defense is playing, especially near the end of that game. They just did whatever they wanted to do in the passing game, and we could not stop them until they got down in the red zone. And we did. We stopped them twice in the red zone, but the fact that they were able to get there so easily does bother me. And I know Rivers is really good. I know the San Diego offense is good, but that frustrated me. And I will say the pass rush was pretty good most of the game. I liked our pass rush. We got pressures. We got sacks. I liked all of that. I know the Chargers don't have Marcus McNeil, and they really did miss him because his backup played pitifully. They don't really miss Vincent Jackson, though, because they were able to pass the ball all over us without him. And, I don't know, we gave up a lot of yards late in the game, but we didn't give up the points, so I guess I can live with that. Other than that one really fast scoring drive that San Diego had, I guess it wasn't too bad when you consider we did clamp down in the red zone. Although I will say that sequence of plays where they scored 4 times in a row, only 2 of them counted, but still, that drove me mad because, we really should have been able to stop them on at least one of those plays. And the fact that they were able to get in the end zone 4 straight times was maddening. I mean, I was getting really frustrated with the secondary at that point, but they stepped up when it really mattered, so I'll give them credit for that. Oh yeah, Golden Tate, big punt return, made a couple of plays in the on the offense. I'm digging you, Golden Tate. You keep doing what you're doing. You keep making plays for this team, and we're going to continue to like you and support you because we need some big play capabilities on this offense, and you're the dude. So, yeah, not a bad game. I thought there were quite a few positives, some problems I had, but on the whole, I think once we get Trufant and Curry back, the defense won't be looking like that. So, big win, big game this weekend. I'm actually I think the Rams might not be horrible this year. I mean, the Rams aren't going to be awful forever, so maybe it's time they snap out of it. I'm not saying they're good or anything because I seriously doubt that, but they might not be awful for once this year. So time will tell, but I'll talk more about that when it comes up. So thank you, Leon Washington. Thank you, the New York Jets. And thank you, Earl Thomas. And that's all I got. See you later.